Welcome to Girl Talk. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're having a blast, as usual, at the Vinery. And they're over on the east side of Madison. If you haven't checked them out yet, it's a stained glass studio. So cool in here. Every time I come in here, I always just want to look around, and there's just so many beautiful things.
Yeah, and the way in now, they have some of their examples of their stained glass art. Like they have a big, giant, beautiful orange stained glass flower coming out of one of their planters that is going to be amongst real flowers. So that's really, it kind of gives you a little, like a little way to add some function and some beauty and some glass into your garden outside. So yeah, maybe we'll get to see that a little bit later. But yeah, beautiful stuff as always, and stuff for inside and out at the Vinery.
Also coming up on the show, we have Farmland Fitness, and they are a CrossFit affiliate. And have you guys ever tried CrossFit?
Going to.
before?
I want to, actually.
Yeah, it seems really cool because the idea, at least from what I know, is trying to have functional movements and kind of preparing your body and training your body for whatever comes your way. Not
your,
that you
your mind
necessarily-
too, they say. Yeah, your body and mind. Who doesn't want that?
Yep, it gives you a sense of focus, relaxation. They throw in some gymnastics and some stretching and balance and
Did you
control.
do
and all this
gymnastics?
stuff. I did, yep, for
You
a long
did?
time. So I'm very excited
So it'd
to
probably
start
be
CrossFit.
fairly
yeah.
easy for you to pick up.
I don't know if it's going to be easy, but
Familiar.
sure, it's
exercise.
going to
Kinda
be
leg
super
up on the
easy.
rest
I
of
already know how to
us.
do
Did you
it,
guys
actually.
do gymnastics or powerlifting?
Oh no, I
or-
would break my neck if I did
No,
this.
you know, I've never
Gymnastics, let's
been
be
really
honest.
good athletically, but I like that something like this. I've got somebody telling me, okay, this is what you do. You know, you're not, okay, this, modify your stance like this, especially with lifting, because you have to be really careful. It's just nice to have an expert, a coach tell you what to do and kind of walk you through it.
And that's what they really focus on, is the coaching of making it easy, making it convenient, and they want everyone to know it's for everyone. It's not for the super hardcore hand walking
Gymnasts
athlete
here,
gymnast,
yeah.
right? I mean, that was a while ago, but I mean, I could do some stuff still. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that their general feeling is like put it out there for everyone.
Totally.
And another thing that's for everyone. Segue. Contours.
Nice.
Contours. Miss Tia Lynn is going to be here. We get to have her here on her birthday, which is so much fun. So happy birthday again to Tia. Yeah. But yeah, she does bra fittings for everyone. Makes everyone feel comfortable, and her store is so lovely. So we'll get a chance to talk to her again today as well.
I'm super excited because I just love her place so much. I took my mom there recently, and we just had such a blast together. And her stuff is so nice, and she takes you through the whole process, through the fitting, how to take care of your bras, which isn't something people know a lot about. Different ways, different styles you need for different clothes.
Okay.
So
I
she's
didn't know
really
she
the queen.
teaches you how to take care of them. That's great, because I'm totally guilty of just like throwing them in the wash with all the rest of the clothes, and they come out just threaded.
Don't let her hear that. No. She can't help me. But we'll learn more. She's coming up on the show next, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're at the Vinery today, and we're having a fabulous time. And it's even more fabulous now because we have Tia Lynn with us today. She's the owner of Contours Lingerie, and you're also a designer. We're so lucky to have you on the show. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
And it's also an extra party today because it's your birthday.
Yay!
Birthday girl. I love it.
Thanks for spending it with us.
Absolutely.
Nice of her.
It's so great. You're really part of our Girl Talk family, so we're so lucky to have you. And Contours is such a fun place to go if it is your birthday or you've got a birthday coming up and you want to shop around and get something special. And I actually stopped in not too long ago, and I had a fitting, and I was really surprised at how reasonable the prices are at Contours, because I think people have in their mind that, you know, it's just going to be crazy extremes. What would you say the average price is of a bra at Contours?
The average price is between $58 and $68, and I would say about 80% of our inventory is right in that price range. Of course, we have gorgeous things from Paris, so you may fall in love with those and have to go a little bit more.
Right. That's what's
But
so
they're
great. You
kind
have
of
the
worth
range.
too,
Yeah.
the ones from Paris. So
Absolutely. Have a little bit of everything.
Well, and you always pay better. You have to pay more to get the better quality, I feel like, in life. So
And they're going to last you
exactly,
forever.
exactly. You need something that's going to last, because usually mine end up breaking in like 3 months. So it's great.
Nobody wants.
No. So we've seen your before and after pictures, and you can actually move the bust line up 2 to 4 inches. So what is your average charge for a fitting?
We don't charge for our fittings.
Really?
It's a complimentary service, and it's something that every woman should do for herself. And, you know, why not look your best, feel your best, and then, you know, maybe some of our products are a few dollars more than you'd find online, but typically not. You know, we stay at suggested retail, and it's all about getting that professional fit so that you're comfortable and feel confident in your clothing all day long.
And that's the big thing, that you feel so much better. And you can tell the difference when you've been in the wrong bra and then you put me in the right one and it was like, whoa, huge difference. I mean, you could feel it. Seriously, you could feel it. And I had brought my mom in, actually. We went in together and it was so much fun. We had such a blast. We were across the fitting rooms from each other, so we were showing each other what we had on. How often, though, do you think you should get a bra fitting?
If you feel frumpy, that's the day. You know, because typically if you're not feeling all put together, you might have added a little or taken a little off. In Wisconsin, we have summer bodies and winter bodies.
Isn't that the truth?
So the reality is, the heavier your girls are, the more often you're going to have to buy something to lift them.
Sure.
It's that simple. And if you're comfortable, great. And if you're not, it's time to come back in.
Absolutely. That's a good rule of
So a
thumb.
lot of times you kind of know that you should go in every so often, but people might think that it's going to take a long time and they just don't have enough time to do it. Do you get them in and out pretty quick? How long does it take?
A first-time fitting, if you want to try everything in your size, a woman usually will be in there for about 45 minutes. However, we figure out your size in less than 5 minutes. So if you want to try 2 things and you just want a t-shirt bra, you can be in and out in less than 15 minutes easily.
Oh, that's way faster than I would have thought.
Now, real quick, do we have to make an appointment with you to do a bra fitting, or can we just go right in and be done?
We are ready to go. So don't wait.
Yes.
Don't.
No excuses, people.
We kind of go through so many, and that's what we do all day, that, you know, appointments don't really make sense for us. We always have at least 2 fitters on hand. So we really welcome everyone to just come in at the time that's convenient for you.
Oh, absolutely. And there's so much one-on-one attention, which I also really enjoyed. And I didn't feel rushed, which I think at other stores sometimes we feel that way. And I loved that attention. So if people do want to swing by, where are you located again?
We're on Mineral Point Road in the Homestead Shops. It's across from Oakwood Village and right next to CUNA Mutual.
Perfect. And be sure to check out Tia's line as well at the store. It's wonderful. Again, Tia Lynn with Contours, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more Girl Talk after this.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're shooting today on location at the Vinery on the east side of Madison. We'll be chatting with them a little bit later. But first, we have Farmland Fitness here with us today. This is Kyle Kraft and Jenna File. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. We're going to get fit before we start cutting some glass.
Exactly.
Sound good, Lisa?
We need muscles to do that.
Yeah, we do. It might be kind of tough. So we're here today to talk about CrossFit, which seems to be a really cool thing going on today. I'm hearing a lot about it. Describe to our viewers a little bit about what CrossFit is.
Well, CrossFit's just a great way to get fit. It's a program that really stems from a belief that you should be able to follow a certain training program, and by doing that, you can really be ready for anything mentally and physically that comes your way in life. And so it just happens to break down into kind of 3 areas of gymnastics and weightlifting and cardio kind of conditioning. So we mix up those elements in multiple different ways, and so every day you come in, it's going to be different.
I like that it's already figured out for me, and I don't have to try to figure out what am I going to do for strength, what am I going to do for cardio.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the biggest benefits our members mention is just they don't have to think about anything. They just come in, and we're ready with coaches. The programming is up on the board, and all they have to focus on is getting the work done.
Just doing it.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, why do you exist, and what do you do best at Farmland Fitness? Because I know there's a bunch of different CrossFit programs. I know one of my friends is doing it. So what do you do best compared to the other competition?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all CrossFit affiliates are independently owned and operated, so what you get at Farmland Fitness could be completely different than any other. What we do is we believe fitness is a gift that gives people the freedom to do what they love in life, and we just happen to do that through coaching educational experiences. So our programs really break down into group classes. Everyone is coached every single time you come in, and in fact, we do consider ourselves a primary coaching facility where everyone gets a coach to help guide them on their fitness journey.
So with everybody sort of having their own journey, with things like fitness, everybody's at a different level.
Yep.
What kinds of people are you getting them across the board, like fitness level wise?
Yeah, I think that's a really great question. The people that come to us, really, we have no common thread. We have people from 2 to 72 and everyone in between in terms of where they're starting in that fitness journey. And so we've built out our programs to be multifaceted in terms of you can begin at wherever you are in your fitness journey. And really, the common thread that I would say all of our community members have is that they don't mind working hard for the results they get.
Now, you kind of mentioned this already, but what really makes Farmland Fitness unique?
Well, I would say Farmland Fitness is extremely unique in 3 specific ways. The first one is going to be we have expert coaching. All of our coaches have been through hundreds of hours of on-the-floor experience training as well as multiple certifications. We also then have accountability through support. So again, we feel a balanced approach to lifestyle, health, and fitness is the only way for a sustainable fitness program to work. And so we provide our community with a primary coach that can help kind of figure out what those limiting factors might be for them and give them homework, if you will, to kind of help raise their level of fitness in those areas. And lastly, kind of the secret sauce to our program is our extremely positive community. The community is like that secret sauce where people that come in, you know everyone by name, there's a ton of high fives and people cheering to usually the last person to finish that workout is the person getting cheered the loudest.
That's wonderful too, and I think that's a big part of it, because when you work out by yourself, sometimes it's just hard to keep that motivation, and just to have that team spirit and to know that people are rooting for you makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
So if somebody's kind of ready to jump on this, give us a sense of what different programs you offer that they can choose from.
Yeah, well, our programs, again, are based on where you come in for your fitness journey. And so every time you come in, we start with an introductory consultation, which gives us an opportunity to learn more about you, give you a chance to see the facility, meet with the coaches, and then we do a sample workout. And based on that, we're going to give you a proper program recommendation. Some people, like my mom, for example, she really enjoys our max aerobic power class, which is really CrossFit methodology without barbells. And so it's a really good way to be able to come in and attack fitness without having to really worry about the technical aspects of things and just really get down to the hard work.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're real quickly, we are running out of time, and I can't talk, obviously. Let our viewers know where they can go to Farmland Fitness.
Farmlandfitness.com would get you all the way into our program. You can just submit your information online. We'll get back to you immediately. And we are located 10 minutes north of Madison, just in Wanakee in the business park.
Perfect. Definitely something you can start today. Check them out. We'll have more right after the break.
We are here at the Vinery with Denny and Josh. Thank you for having us. It's another gorgeous day here at the Vinery.
Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Wow. What can we expect for spring? But we have a lot of fun projects, and why don't you just show us a few of the projects that we can do here at the Vinery?
So in front of us, we'll start down here. We have some candle votive holders, and you can see some of these nice fancy guys behind us. Someone came in the other day, a mother and daughter, so great Mother's Day gifts as well to be coming up here. But anyone can kind of lay out. We have pre-cuts that you can include into your thing. And then we have pendants over here. So pendants, you kind of start off making like a glass sandwich per se. And you can put stuff in between your 2 layers of glass, however you might want to put them on there together. And then you can stack on top of there.
Oh.
And, oh yeah, very nice.
Oh.
And then you can decorate however you might want to. This one I kind of made like a little flower design on there.
So did I mention this is a Mother's Day special?
Oh, it's a special, okay.
For folks that would want to come in and make different gift items for
Yes.
Mother's Day.
Yeah,
so what Josh is showing you are different samples that folks could come in anytime during the day, during our normal hours, and they could make different pendants, and there's a whole slew of other things that we could offer you. But
Not just limited to these here.
right.
Well, that's wonderful because I'm a mother, so just shout out to my family. If you're wondering what you want to get me, if, say, a father and children would like to come in and make something for their,
Perfect.
wife and mom, what's an age restriction on there? Because I've got real littles to medium sized, so
You know,
give us.
I would say 4 years old on up.
Yes, I'm a 4-year-old.
All
Ivy,
right.
listen, come on in
Turn their
here.
shoulders.
And,
they're not
and we
eating
did
the
not,
grass.
and we did not talk previous to this.
Exactly.
But the thing is, with the pendants, it's like it's kind of a composition. So it's like age restrictions are not necessary.
Yeah.
It's like kids come in. It's like sometimes they kind of blow me away in terms of it's like I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
so it's like the younger the better.
Yeah, well, and they're not up here using power tools and cutting
Yeah.
grass. They're putting things together in a way that their eye could only do that for their mama.
We
so
call,
that's
we call
really
that
neat.
a composition.
Exactly. I like Josh's compositions, but for those of you out there that are wanting to do your own, you can come on in here and do this for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
But wait, there's a timing piece
Yes.
involved here.
What's the last day they can come in and do all these
So
projects? for the
Mother's
mom?
Day is on a Sunday, and we are not open on Sunday. So some of these projects actually take two firing processes.
Okay.
So Thursday the 10th is actually going to be our cutoff date.
Oh, you got that
I
date?
got that date.
Josh is on top of it. He's running the
All right.
show. He's taking care of things for Mother's Day.
So that's the
Remind
10th.
me.
That's the 10th.
Yeah, so anytime before the 10th, come in, make anytime during our store hours, it'd be great. And then
Okay.
we'll make sure that we have them
meaningful.
done.
Yeah, and that's only from, the child to the mom. I mean, it's 100% unique from the heart, from the artistic brain, from the kid. You
Exactly.
talked about, so it takes a little time to put it together, so you want to plan ahead, but also you all prepare it in a kiln. So tell us about this fusing process. How does that work? What happens
Yeah.
to the glass when it's in there cooking?
I'm glad to have the opportunity to explain that because sometimes when folks come in, they make something, and all of a sudden, magically it goes back in the back room, and then it comes out, and it's done. So I want to explain a little bit about the fusing process and not get too technical, but basically, projects go in the back. We put them in a kiln, and we fire them up to most times like 1480 degrees,
That's hot.
and the glass all kind of melts smooth. And then from that point, it cools down slowly, and then it comes out of the kiln, and then you're ready to come pick your project up.
Okay, so it's the temperature change that actually creates the fusion process. The heating and the cooling makes it
It does.
stick.
It does. Yeah, we
Okay.
get up to 1480 degrees, and everything melts together. Now, I might mention that we have a couple different styles here. So, full fuse is 1480 degrees. This here is probably 1360 degrees, where it kind of melts together but doesn't melt completely.
So is that like one of these where it's kind of
Yes.
not quite where
Right.
it's kind of coming out yet? So it
It's-
feels
it's-
like two
About 100 degrees difference. In
Yeah,
Okay.
it's called a contour fuse.
contour fuse.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
how about that? And so
How about that?
if you look at this one here, this is all kind of a contour fuse, and then the next step is to
To fire it right on top of there.
you're gonna take a flat piece, and we're going to fire it on top of this mold here,
Oh, that is so
That's-
cool.
Oh.
and
so
then it's
you-
going to bend down as a
Drapes
votive.
over.
So in the kiln itself is when the heat happens and then it just goes, it literally
Right.
melts on there and then
About
sticks with the cooling.
1260 degrees. So, would you want one of those for Mother's Day?
Yes, again.
Hints.
That's why I'm here. What do you mean? What is this little beautiful stuff sprinkled on there? Is that little
That's
small?
crushed up glass,
Crushed
the little
glass, okay.
frit pieces on there.
Excuse me. That's really nice. I can't wait to see that.
Now, how expensive are these items to make? Because I know some people are on a budget for
The
Mother's Day.
pendants, we start at $6 a piece, but we do 3 for $15. And the votives, we have $25 on a votive.
Gosh, that's really great pricing.
Yeah.
And for the votives, just so you understand, we have to fuse them once, and then we have to fuse them a second time, which slumps over the mold.
Okay.
So it's two firings.
2
So
days,
yeah.
yeah.
it's
So that's a little more planning ahead is what we're
Exactly.
trying to get to.
Yeah, that's where
So
the
come
Thursday
before the
comes
night.
in, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we know. Again, 8th, 9th, 10th, get in here and
The
get this
10th,
stuff
for
done.
sure.
10th by the 10th. Okay. So we kind of touched on, age restrictions. So we got 4-year-olds and up can come in here and do these. compositions, put things together. You all take care of the scary stuff in the kiln,
That's
so they don't
right.
have to worry about that.
It's not scary.
Well, for a 4-year-old, 1,500 degrees. But no, besides just the age restrictions, what about like past experience? Do you have to have any knowledge of any of this glasswork to do this, or is that what you all do for us? Help us learn.
We help you to try to create as long as your imagination's pretty much the only limitation you have. So
Awesome.
getting
That's
awesome.
over that little
No
hump.
age restrictions
There's no-
or no experience restrictions whatsoever.
Good. Well, I think I'm glad to hear that because that might be a misconception of people thinking, well, that is glass work, stained glass. Ooh, that's for artists, right? Like this is just for everyone.
Biggest question, people come in and they say, I'm not an artist.
Yeah.
And it says, I don't care.
Yeah.
Just come and play with glass and you're going to have a good time.
Yeah,
create.
the only place you can play with glass. How fantastic. You don't have to be an artist.
Okay.
Right. Well, make sure to come down to the Vinery before when?
The 10th.
To get
May
your Mother's
10th.
Day gift ready for your mom. And that was a great show. Thank you for having us here again at the Vinery.
Thank you.
Thank you.